Hi, this is Sean here. Welcome to the new to Gnome YouTube channel. So we're going to explain how to install and run your Gnome operating system on your PC or your laptop. So this is the website, and I will post all these links here in the description. So this is the website Gnome, or as most people say, Gnome. So we're going to use Gnome from now on because that's the proper pronunciation. So it's www.gnome.org or gnome.org. And Gnome 3 will be coming out on April the 6th, and you can read more on gnome3.org. So we can just click here, and that'll bring us to the gnome3.org site, and you can click here to try it out. Okay. You can download it for your 32-bit operating system or your 64-bit operating system. So most PCs, laptops are 32-bit. So we'll click on this download here. And we're using Google Chrome here. So with Google Chrome, it downloads to here. So we'll just click on here and show all downloads. Now I'm going to pause this download because we have it downloaded already. So I'm going to pause. I'm going to cancel that and remove it from the list and X off this here. So that's the Gnome 3 website. So we're going to minimize this, and we're going to look at where we have it situated on our PC or laptop. So I'm using the Gnome 3 here. It's an alpha version. That means it's the very first early version. And I said the new version will be the finished version will be out April 6th. So I'm going to type in home here to just get my home folder, and we're going to have a look here at downloads, and we'll have a look here at home. And this is our we have a CD-ROM in here. So once you download the image of Gnome 3, it'll be called an ISO file. Now, as far as I know, I don't seem to have it here on my PC, so I might have downloaded from another PC, but it'll be an ISO file, which is an image file. Okay. So once we save that, it'll be saved onto our desktop if you're using Windows, I suspect, and you'll save it into your downloads or your documents or to your desktop. So once it's saved, then we need to burn this image to a disk so we can boot it from a CD drive on your laptop or your PC. So we'll just go back here. This is Info Recorder, okay? And again, I'll post this here. I can download this here for Windows. And please use the direct link. And you can see here, I'm going to save the Info Recorder. So it's IR052. So save that. Download that as well and save it exactly where you saved the Gnome 3 ISO. And once you double click on that, it'll install. It'll ask you to install or add an ISO file, and then it'll ask you to put in a blank CD into your disk drive and just burn that then as an image. You'll be burning as an image, okay? And that's exactly what that software will do for you, the Info Recorder. It'll burn exactly as an image. It's an image recorder. Now, how to set the BIOS to boot from a CD-ROM. Most people don't know if they're booting from a pen drive or memory stick. Most of the time your laptop or your PC will boot from the hard drive, but we need to boot this now from the CD-ROM. Once you've created the ISO file, we need to boot it from a CD-ROM. So most of the time you'll press delete to run setup, and then you'll go in here to your boot and your boot device priority, and the first boot device you want to be is a CD-ROM. Okay, so when you put in your CD-ROM, it'll look at the CD-ROM first. Again, it's the live version of Gnome 3. It doesn't affect your XP or your Windows in any way. It's just a live version. It runs from the CD and it doesn't do any harm at all, and you can play around with the Gnome 3 then. So here's the first way. So press the delete key, press delete to run the setup, go into boot, boot device priority, and you can see you can change the options by plus and minus. So read these little options here to change it. And on some you have to hit the right key to enter the setup. or again, this is delete. So in this, if you see this BIOS, you go into advanced BIOS features, and you'll go into first to boot device. So it'll be a CD-ROM here again. F2 sometimes will bring you to setup, and again, once you go into the F2, your boot sequence on a Dell is the CD-ROM device. And a lot of new computers, it's F12, and what F12 do is to bring up a little menu. It won't go into the BIOS here, and the little menu you can select boot from CDs. So once you boot it from the CD, it'll start reading the CD drive, and there's your BIOS feature set up again. Boot sequence. See this? That's an A. That means a floppy drive, CD-ROM drive, and this is your hard drive. So that's a perfect sequence because you don't have a floppy. Most people don't have floppies installed on their PCs or laptops. So if there's no floppy in it, it'll skip that one. It'll go to the CD-ROM. You have your CD-ROM with your Gnome tree in it, and it'll boot straight from there. Now, there's another way you can. If you go, say, back to that website again. Okay, it's, as I said, it's just a live CD, so you can't install it. You can't do any harm to your computer. And again, if you want an installable one, I'm using the Fedora 15 Alpha 1 here. Go type in Fedora on Google, go to the Fedora project, and this is an alpha version. Don't forget, an alpha version means if you put in your CD, once you've burned it, it might run or it may not run, but it should run maybe on most machines or most laptops or PCs. So again, try this one out again, and you can download it from here. And again, you're looking at your version, and it's the desktop version here. They do different versions, okay? But this is the desktop version, and a direct download, and it says live DVD, and you can see it's downloading again. So the downloads, and Fedora 15, and that's your 32-bit version there. And again, I'm going to pause, cancel, and remove, as we have this downloaded already, and then go into your info recorder and burn it as an image and put it into your PC. Don't forget the instructions on how to boot from the CD. That's about it then for the first episode of New to Gnome. And we're going to stop recording the desktop here now. We're pressing Q.